Alright, hey y'all. Alright, I know I've had a few comments from a few people that have watched my women's self defense videos. Love y'all. But, I don't want to just talk about ways to do the most harm. I want to, you know, talk about ways just to survive. And I know in my first video I talked about knives. I finally found my curved blade, you know. These are the best because, they do the most damage because they're curved, and when you twist they'll do the most damage to organs. But I want to give you a few other pointers, like you should also carry a flashlight. I know there are some like keychain flashlights that you press the bottom, which it's not a keychain one, but if you are in trouble, just in the eye, and that will, blind them for a minute so that you can get away. I don't have a normal thing of mace, but mace is. I've been maced and robbed with bear spray, which I think bear spray is probably worse than mace, but mace, that shit will fuck a bitch up for hours. Like when I was maced and robbed with bear spray, I couldn't see or breathe because I was hit straight in the face for hours. And then when we were in the hospital, we had to be sequestered off in, a room because everybody in the vicinity couldn't breathe or see. So, mace, definitely implement. I don't know where my stun gun is. It's somewhere. I rarely leave my house. But I just wanted to give a few extra pointers on self-preservation when in a dangerous situation. Yes, the best way you want is to somehow disable and get away. You don't want to have a full-on attack where it's just you and a big ass fucking man. So you want to disable. So blind them. Always have a mace keychain. I know this isn't a keychain mace, but you know, my past, this is police issued. But and always carry a knife. And I fucking tell you, curved blade is best. Now, from some of the comments, really, kneeing in the groin. That is your best way to get away from a man. If any of you have watched Game of Thrones and how when Theon was a eunuch and the dude kept kneeing him in the groin and he wasn't moving, I'm sorry, that would not happen. It hurts even if you're a woman and you don't have balls to get kneed in the groin. So, whether it's a man or a woman, that's gonna hurt. But your best option is to disable and run. You do not want to face a full grown motherfucker. You just want to disable and run. So I don't want you or anybody to think that you can take on a full-on fucking man because, hey, I'm almost 40 and I got the jiggles. So I know I'm incredibly out of shape, so that's probably most people. Because I'm not 15 anymore with a fucking six pack. So the best you can do is disable and run. Now, please watch the previous video on hiding and camouflage because I'll tell you how to not be seen. But I just wanted to make a little update on that. Is as much as modern Hollywood would like you to believe that women are just badass, can take on a dozen men. No, okay. You're the reason I have to wear pants. Crazy little kitty. But, your best bet is to just disable and run and hide. And, I explained a little about camouflage, but, I never really had to do it outside, but there are many ways you can do it, leaves, shrubs, whatever the fuck. But your best bet is to disable and run. And yes, if you're facing a man, your best bet is to knee them in the groin. Now, you can kick out the kneecaps because, your leg doesn't bend that way. So kick the knee, wait for them to fall if you want, or if you, whatever, knee them in the face. But your best bet is to disable and run. If you're in a closed space, better hope you have a fucking knife. Or a flashlight, blind them, get the fuck out of there. Mace, you definitely want to get out of there because then you'll be blind and choking too. Mace is no fucking joke. At least bear spray. I don't know the difference, but that shit lasted a long fucking time. Like you see in the movies, people are just like, no, for a second, and they're fine. No. Mace will blind you, choke you for hours, and then my face was swollen and red for 2 days. So, yeah, that shit works. So, just a little update. Like, I don't want people all like, I can take on a man. My whole point is no, you can't. Like, I've faced a motherfucker, and no. You just want to disable and run. And as much as I would love to be fucking, some fucking superhero, like, I can take on any man. Like, no. Modern Hollywood. So, just disable and run. And be aware of like any self-defense videos that you watch because a lot of the shit that they teach is in a controlled environment where they're in no danger, especially when they're like, do that. That shit ain't gonna do anything. So just try and look around and find something that makes sense because that doesn't make sense to me at all since I have been choked and that would have done nothing since a man could easily not lose any fucking strength or grip around my throat. Just doing that would just hurt myself. Or dropping your weight. I explained that before. I just want women to know. Disable and run. There are many ways to do that, and I don't know. Let me see. You could take something like this and, bash them in the head. I've honestly never had a situation where I've knocked someone else out or been knocked out, but it does hurt getting hit in the head. Or you could take a sharp point and poke it in their eye, or just in their ear, or, whatever. And honestly, a strong hit to the chest, to right above the heart, yeah, I'm pretty sure that would help. But I'm just speaking from personal experience. I'm not like a fucking Zen master or whatever. Like, I just know how I survived. That's all I'm trying to tell people. How I survived my personal experiences. And I know it will be different for each person. But as long as you keep in mind certain things, if you're on the ground and someone is standing over you, you can easily kick their fucking dick. Or you can easily swipe their legs from under them and get the fuck out of there. But I don't know every fucking situation. I just want you to know that you can get out of it. You just have to think about it. You have to keep things in the back of your mind and remember them on how to get out of certain situations. So, alright. Love y'all. Hope it helps in some way. Because I don't want women falling victim to rape and brutality. Because I've been through it and it ain't no fun. So, maybe I'm blathering, but it's whatever. But like women need to know. Love y'all.